Hey, Coach. We talked to you yesterday about. It's a fine. We talked to you yesterday about being able to handle the success of game two. I'm just wondering what sort of energy you've seen out of your players since then that convinces you that that's going to happen.
They've just been real focused. I don't think we got too high, too happy over game two. We're about the business at hand, and tonight's game three. So we have to come in with the appropriate mindset, put in the appropriate work, and if we do that, I feel good about us. I think we will.
Alexa.
So far through the series, how do you like how you guys have defended Leah Lawson, especially just given the role that she has in their offense this year?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's so much been our offense as opportunities probably just haven't found her as much. I imagine they'll be more intentional about getting her touches down low this game. She's got a few, but there hasn't been a lot. I mean, we work a lot on our post defense. And tell them the best defense is when they don't touch it. And so, we work on moving our feet a lot. She's in a lot of pin down actions, a lot of pick and roll actions with Kelsey. So we'll see what they go to tonight, but I imagine they're gonna find her a few more touches.
Michael.
Coach, I was just wondering if you have any somewhat big picture thoughts on what the pool is for WNBA coaches now, maybe compared to what it was when you were playing versus when you came into the league. What is it now, do you sense, and what does that mean about what the league is?
Well, it's really it's evolved a lot. A lot of the involvement has come from, and I think it's important, I go back to Cheryl Reeves kind of being the model there. It's a year-round job now. I think a lot of times people, because everybody was going overseas, there was no reason or purpose for a coach to stay in market. Now that everybody has practice facilities, it really helps in the development of the product. It's not just a summer gig. I think it gives it a more serious tone. It's paying better, which is always good for everybody, except for the owners maybe, but for the coaches it's good. But you just kind of have seen this evolvement, and now you can, we don't necessarily have like a G League, right? But they don't have to go overseas anymore, so you can have them in market a lot, doing things in the community where it used to be you'd watch us for 6 months and then we disappear for 6 months and you never see us. Our faces were not in the market, and you'd have to kind of restart your whole branding. And I think now that players are staying in market, and the league has made a way for better marketing agreements for them, but also they're just not going overseas as well, because of Unrivaled and AU and leagues like that where they can still play basketball and get paid here in America.
Anyone else in the room?
With the matchup between Melissa and Natasha Howard, curious what you saw there in game two that you thought worked for Melissa and how much that can be replicated tonight.
I hope it's replicated a lot. I just thought she really was demonstrative in asking for the ball, and we found her. And I think, part of posting up is looking like you want it. She looked like she wanted it, and our guards found her. I want her to be just as aggressive tonight. It's not necessarily that we call a lot of plays for her, so she's really picking her spots nicely. She had a couple in transition where she got some deep seals on some smaller players, even the bigger players. But once you get them on your back, they're behind the 8 ball. And so I thought she did just a really nice job of doing that. I mean, she even got some in transition. She had a little Euro step. So we look for her to have another big game. Howard, again, I think, they'll start using their post play a little bit more, trying to find those spots. But it's always a point of emphasis for us to defend the post and do it properly with the proper footwork. We preach a lot of not fouling, using your feet, doing early work. And again, the less touches we can have early in Boston, the better.
Hey, Coach. Here.
Oh, wait.
Indiana used the crowd very well for their win against Atlanta. How do you prevent this from happening tonight?
You just try to avoid the big runs, the plays that'll let this whole building erupt. There's not a lot of you can do about their crowd, we just gotta be about our business. Match that energy, especially coming out the gates, we know it's gonna be raucous in here, it's gonna be rocking. As an opposing player, as an opposing coach, you really gotta embrace this type of atmosphere, you gotta figure, you're a gladiator going into the Coliseum. Like everybody's against you, you gotta embrace those kind of atmospheres, love it. We love women's basketball fans, and the more the merrier.
And what do you expect from the physicality tonight?
No fines.
That's a little question, sir. It'll be what the refs allow it to be.
All right. Anything else in the room for coach? No hands on Zoom. Thank you, coach.